Take a seat. Alright.
Woo.
We will open up questions for Coach Ewing.
Hey, Coach.
We'll start with
Sorry.
Anthony.
All right.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, no worries.
Coach, how great that was an ending for Jesse Govan's career here at home?
To me, that was Jesse's best game of his career, in my opinion. He's had big games here for us, but to me, that was a significant game on his part. I mean, his shots wasn't falling. They were doing a lot of different things. And there's been games in the past where he let that affect him and he stopped playing. And tonight he didn't. You know, he just kept persevering. And, you know, if it wasn't for his points, his rebounds, and timely blocks at times, we wouldn't have won.
Sean.
Yeah, hey coach, how are you guys able to stay calm there at the end? You know, Seton Hall scored on the last possession in regulation and OT. How are you able to bring your guys in the huddle and keep them calm for that
Well,
great
you know,
double OT?
I believe in these guys, and they're showing that all the belief I have in them is starting to pay off. We're growing, you know, we're all growing. The freshmen are growing, the upperclassmen, they were solid. Excuse me. Everyone is growing, and you know that's basketball. You're gonna have highs, you're gonna have lows. And I thought that we went up, they came back, they fought. Seton Hall is a great team, and we just made the plays at the right times to be able to come over with that win.
Early on, they jumped to Kenjo after Makes got a couple turnovers throughout and had soft pressure throughout. Did you guys come in expecting them to do that, or did it kind of surprise you?
Well, we knew they were gonna press. They press. That's what they do. St. John's went up big on them. They intensified their press. They pressed us the last time we played. It more of a soft press, but you know we were prepared for it. I thought that the first game we played them, we didn't have the energy and effort that we needed to win, and today we did. We couldn't make any shots, but we still stuck in there defensively. Powell still had 35 points, but we made him work for every bit of it.
Patrick, when number 0 slapped the floor in front of James, I feel like earlier in the season he would have not been able to control himself as well as he did tonight with all of the energy that he had after. Do you feel like that was the case for him? You had to calm him down a couple of times. So what did you see out of him?
Well, you know, Jed, from where he's from, you know, when certain things happen, he reacts. And part of him growing up is not reacting. You know, and I've been telling him all year, don't talk trash to them. Just the way you talk trash is winning. You know, we win the game, that shuts everybody up.
Felt like what happened after that though kind of took the game to a whole extra level.
Well, it was already the game was already intense. You know, and I don't know what happened in the huddle, and I told him you can't do that. You know, especially with the NCAA talking about sportsmanship, you can't do that. And, you know, we can't afford to get you kicked out or suspended.
What did LeBlanc give you today outside of rebounds and defense? He was your energy guy.
It was energy. He did for us what he always does. I mean, he had, 14 points, 17 points, 14 points, 17 rebounds. That's a hell of a game. Hell of a game. I mean, he played 42 minutes. You know, I didn't go deep in my bench, not like I normally do, but I had to stick with my guys.
Earlier this week, Coach, you talked about how you were looking to get back-to-back efforts together. You have a good, one win, and then
Right.
what does it mean to get the effort you did from your kids tonight to put together back-to-back?
Tonight was the most proudest I've ever been of my team. They sometimes as a coach, you want your team to take on your personality. Well, tonight they took on my personality. We fought for everything, and I'm very proud of them.
Coach, Caleb went to the locker room and didn't seem to come back to the bench in the second half.
He had a concussion, so he had to sit out.
You think about Jesse Govan, what are the things over the past 2 years, kind of looking back on when you first met him and saw his game, that he's developed to get to the point where he is today?
He's still learning. He's still still growing. So he still has a lot to do, but he's taking it in stride. His offensive ability is by far one of the best in the country. As a big man, his thing is he has to could get a little better on the defensive end, but tonight I thought he did an outstanding job of it, and he needs to be a more consistent rebounder.
Coach,
But he's growing.
Coach, keep on inching closer and closer to NCAA tournament. Can you speak to the challenge of keeping your guys focused these last few games?
Well, we're focused, but we're focused on that. Our goal is to make the NCAAs. We dig ourselves a hole with the games that we've lost. If other people can go on runs, so can we. And we need to continue to do the good things that we're doing to be able to get wins.
When you look at the youth and consistency, is this a game that you guys wouldn't have won, say, a month or so ago?
Probably not. But every game that we've been in, we've been in every game except for when we played them the first time. But we made mistakes, and like we usually do. But we didn't put our heads down. We just kept persevering, and I think that's the reason why we won. So we have grown from then.
There's a lot still to go. Is this the type of night though when you decided to come back here that you thought this is why I'm doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and my goal is to win, and win big. Our goal is to get, every year get better. Last year we laid the foundation. Now we're starting to put the building up, and it's just our second year, but we have we're growing and our future's bright.
Were you happy with Jesse's patience in the post late in the game?
I'm just happy we got the win. I'm just happy we got the win, and it wasn't pretty, but we got it. Thank God. Oh, go ahead, one more.
Yeah, speaking of that foundation, just on enforcing years, how important were they last year coming in and kind of getting them to buy into what you wanted to do?
I thought my belief is that they've done a great job. Both athletically and academically. All of them they're all gonna graduate. They're all gonna have a great degree, a Georgetown degree, and they're gonna go into the world and they're gonna be great, be it in sports or not in sports. But I think that they've put up with my ish, and they've worked hard for the most part, and it's paying off. And it's my goal for their senior year for them to I think only Trey Morton is the only one that has made it to the NCAA on this team, and it would be a great send off to the rest of them if we're able to make it.
Thanks, guys.